Hi everybody, it's Catalina and today I'm going to show you how I prepare food for the week. This is something that I have been doing recently and I really like it. I definitely think it helps, it makes life a lot easier, and it's just so good because some days during the week I'm really busy, or I come home a lot later than I expected, that sort of thing. And it's just nice to always know that there's food in the fridge and there's always something ready. Also, I get up in the morning, we get up in the morning really early, and so it's nice not to have to think about food so much because I have done a lot of it in advance on Sundays. I like doing it on Sundays, it's just what works better for me. And so I'm just going to show you some of the things I do. This week I roasted a whole chicken, and I definitely recommend that you buy a whole chicken instead of buying just the little parts of the chicken. I find that it's cheaper and it's also a lot more practical. So what I do is basically I put a lot of herbs inside the cavity of the chicken. I use fresh rosemary, bay leaves, parsley. I put a lemon cut in half as well, and then I put salt and pepper and some more herbs under the skin of the chicken, and then I cover it with a lot of butter, and sometimes I use tallow as well, and those two are really nice with the chicken. And then I put it in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 3 hours. Of course, it depends on the size of your chicken, but that's really the average. You always know, just keep an eye, when it's ready. And it's a really nice thing to have because there was very little work in it and you have all this meat there that is really good to have cold. Afterwards, during the week, what I do is I remove the parts we're gonna eat and I put them in a little pot and just warm them up there, so I don't have to be baking the chicken all over again to warm it up, and it works really well. And I always make sure as well to keep all of the bones, because with that I make a bone broth later, and actually bone broth made with cooked bones is so delicious. It really tastes so much better. The second protein I made for this week is some pork belly. So basically I buy the pork belly, it comes in these long pieces like that, and then I cook it slightly in the oven, and then I slice it into thin slices, and then I fry those without any oil because they have so much fat already. It cooks in its own oil, and it's a really nice one to have. After that, I just put it into a Pyrex dish with a lid and keep it in the fridge. And it's so nice because I like having little bits of these pork with my breakfast, or sometimes I put them on top of my lunch salad. And the best thing as well is that all the fat that comes out of it, you should definitely keep it. And then I always have in the fridge a jar of bacon fat, which is delicious. It's really good for you, and it also is amazing, especially for cooking vegetables and for making like a stir fry. I really find that that fat makes the best stir fry. So that's a nice thing because you are doing one task but you're getting two products out of it. Hard-boiled eggs are something that I always like to have ready in the fridge. I think that they're delicious and they're so practical and just easy to make as well. And also when you buy eggs, even when you buy the best quality of eggs, they tend to be really affordable. So that's a really good thing as well. And they're a great source of fat and protein, so they're really filling as well. I think that they're delicious on top of a salad, just chop there. But I also just bring them with me if I'm going out, and I just have them as a snack. Have one, even two eggs, and they're just so filling, so I really like that. There's really no science, I think, to hard boiling the eggs, but something I do is I like using filtered water, and I just, once they reach the boil, I let them there for about 8 to 10 minutes, and then I cool them really quick and put them in a lot of running very cold water, and once they're cool completely, I pat them dry a little bit and just put them away in the fridge. And they keep so well. They really can keep for a full week, but they never make it to a full week because I eat so many of them. The next thing I'm going to be making is getting ready all of my veggies. So I like starting with my greens, and I don't really like to get a lot of greens at once. If you're familiar with my channel, then you know I grow my own vegetables. So basically I just go every few days and go and get more greens. So, but basically what I would do if I wasn't growing them, I would buy a lot of veggies, and then I would wash them all very well. I would spin dry them, and I definitely find that salad spinner is just so amazing. Makes the vegetables really dry, so they last a lot longer. And so basically what I do is just wash my veggies, put them in there, make sure they're very dry, and I actually keep them in the fridge. I store them in that. But if you need more space or something, you don't want to be using your salad spinner to store your veggies, then you can put them into a baking dish or any dish you can put in the fridge and put a lot of like kitchen paper, kitchen towels at the bottom, and then you put your veggies, and then that's it. They're gonna keep really well. I think having fresh greens already there to be eaten is really amazing, because it really makes it easy to put a salad together, and also it's gonna help them keep longer. This week I also got some cauliflower and some broccoli. So basically what I do with the cauliflower is that I like to remove it, separate it into these little florets, and then I steam them. Once they get steamed for about 3 minutes until they're soft, and after that I just let them cool off completely, and then I put them into a little container and they go into the fridge as well. With the broccoli, I don't do that because I really like raw broccoli much better than cooked broccoli. But if you don't like raw broccoli, then you just do the same thing as I did with the cauliflower, and it works really well. And I like having these two ready as well. The nice thing about having them steamed and ready in the fridge is that if you have a little dip, then you have your veggies already nice and soft to be eating with them. Or you also, maybe you're making like a stir fry, and sometimes adding like raw pieces of broccoli and cauliflower to stir fry, they don't really cook, so it's nice to have them steamed, and they're just a lot more versatile, and they are delicious, and they're always available as well. This week there were a lot of fresh strawberries in the garden, and they are not going to be used soon, so what I do with them is just I wash them really quickly in some filter water, and I kind of pat them dry a little bit with some kitchen towel, and I put them into resealable bags and store them in the freezer. Also really practical if you want to have a smoothie sometime. You have frozen fruit already prepared and ready to go, so it's really easy. With the papaya, I'm just going to peel it. I'm going to cut it in half and remove all of the seeds, and then just chop it into little cubes and have it ready into a container with a lid, or put a little foil in there. It keeps really well, and it's really nice because it's ready to go when you want to serve it. It's already, all the work has been done basically. So that's the food I prepared for this week. Every week will look different because it's going to be based on what I have available or on things we want to have that week, but this is just an example, and it's just to show you a little bit of what I do, because it really is life-changing. It really is very helpful, and something I really enjoy doing. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any more tips or if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below, and thank you for watching. Bye.